until the woman slammed the luxury car's ownership certificate in front of the boss's face. No one understood what was really going on. Everyone was shocked to learn that the luxury car the company had been using actually belonged to the woman personally. Even after using the car for such a long time, the boss shamelessly tried to transfer the car into his own name. In fact, sometime earlier, a new intern, hoping for a promotion and a salary increase, had complained about the woman. She had no idea that the woman had rented the car to the boss at a very low price simply because he was her classmate. At times, she had even allowed him to use it like a company car without charging any rent. But the boss thought it would be easy to take advantage of her. He not only used company policy as an excuse to take the car keys from her, but also demanded compensation for fuel and damages. He even transferred her director-level authority to that bold intern. At that moment, the woman finally realized that the boss was ungrateful and the intern was a cunning opportunist willing to do anything to teach her a lesson. The woman pretended to accept all their demands, but secretly contacted a lawyer, planning to file a case against the boss for attempting to seize her personal property. At the same time, she contacted the petrol station and the car workshop, reporting the fuel card as lost and arranging to have the car logged. As expected, it didn't take long. The boss angrily called her, asking why the fuel card had been frozen. The woman calmly replied that the card belonged to her. It had been lost by mistake, and she had reported it. The boss said he had an important client meeting the next day and demanded that she unfreeze the card immediately. She replied that it could only be unfrozen by visiting the counter, and she was too busy. That's when the boss realized she had done it intentionally. He scolded her, saying she never used to care about extra expenses, but now she suddenly did. The boss was furious but helpless. He could only threaten her, saying she would no longer have access to any company resources. Hearing this, the intern also scolded the woman, calling her narrow-minded. She even provoked the boss, saying that once they took away the woman's major clients, they would fire her immediately. But the intern didn't know that even the office building the boss was using belonged to the woman. The woman instructed her agent to inform the client that a company was refusing to vacate the building and action should be taken to evict them. Meanwhile, the boss and his team planned to go meet the client using the woman's luxury car. The woman then had the car workshop lock the engine remotely. She packed her belongings and prepared to resign. When she came downstairs, she saw the boss yelling at the driver, demanding that he start the car quickly or they would be late for the meeting. But no matter how hard the driver tried, the car wouldn't start. The intern assumed the key battery might be dead and couldn't hold back anymore. She asked the woman if she was playing games with them. The woman replied calmly, "If the car is broken, then get it fixed. What does it have to do with me?" The boss quietly accused her of acting, saying only she had the highest authority to lock the car. But the woman deliberately raised her voice and said, "If the car doesn't belong to the company, then how can I have the highest authority over it?" At that moment, even the intern began to sense that something was wrong. Subscribe for next part.